How can a seemingly loving mother allow her kids to be annihilated in this way? Let's get salty. You asked for it. More Vallow-Daybell analysis and analysis about the cult experience. Everybody wants to know, how could this happen? I want to share with you two core elements of cult psychology. So the first element you have to have for something like this to happen is that the cult members, specifically the ones declaring themselves leaders, either believe or must convince everyone else that they believe they have secret knowledge, special knowledge that the rest of the world doesn't have. And once they truly believe that they have this knowledge, it tends to also come with this second belief that they're on a special mission in this world. And this mission sets them apart from everyone else. And during the course of this mission, ends justify the means. This was a complex, layered delusion. What was going on in their minds to underpin this kind of belief? Hello, Pete wants to add. This is an incredibly dangerous belief because, as we see in this case, some of those means included grisly murders. Okay, so we know that Lori believed that she was a goddess on a special mission from God to prepare for doomsday, rid the world of demons who took over human bodies, making them zombies, lead believers to Christ in the second coming. Did they actually believe it, or was it a power, money, and sex grab like the prosecutor suggested? I think it was actually a combination of both. Lori was already self-aggrandizing and narcissistic and selfish. And she absolutely wanted to believe that she was the goddess that Chad told her she was. I think for her, it was like being told, hey, you really are special, just like you've always known. And in her unhinged world, that was kismet, meant to be ordained by God. People like this confuse their internal feelings for messages from an external source. They externalize their sense of self and actually, I think, believe that they're receiving an outside message. But they also use another tactic. Once they know that they have you convinced that they are the mediator between you and God, then they can manipulate you much more easily into whatever they want you to do by telling you that it's really God who wants it. They're wrapping themselves in the glory of power of someone else. That's what's actually happening here. So, yes, a little bit of her believed that she had the right and the privilege and was special enough to do this. And the rest of her, I think, was just getting off on it, on getting what she wanted and life. But she was able to accomplish this because even if she didn't buy all of her own bullshit, people around her did. They believed. How did she convince these seemingly sane people who are just a little offbeat that she was really talking to God? Two core elements of cult psychology. Okay, so we know that Lori believed that she was a goddess, a deity of sorts that was on a special mission from God to prepare for doomsday, rid the world of demons who took over human bodies, making them zombies, and lead believers to Christ in the second coming. These are true beliefs of this group. So what's going on that she actually believes this and people around her actually believe this? Okay, so we know that Lori believed that she was a goddess a deity of sorts, on a special mission from God to lead believers, prepare for doomsday, rid the world of demons who took over human bodies, making them zombies. These are true beliefs of this group. So what's going on that she actually believes this and people around her actually believe this? We see in all these calls that Lori has with her family members, Summer Shiflett, her oldest son, Colby, where they are incredibly upset and asking her for explanations. And she keeps completely calm, which could simply be part of her psychopathy if that's what she is. But she continues to say, I can't explain. You weren't there. You will see them afterward. And to me, this sounds like a woman who completely believes what she's saying. A normal person, a reasonable person, would see this as insane, horrific. And I don't think you go from normal, loving mother to reading things about demons taking over your children and becoming zombies and look at your kid and think, yeah, that's real. So everybody who's saying Chad completely brainwashed her, no, I want to go on and double down on this theory that Lori was already very selfish, thrill-driven, and disconnected with reality. I think she felt burdened by her kids. She had a daughter who was from a previous marriage that her current husband wasn't really bonded with. JJ's grandparents weren't bonded with her. And the daughter, I think she viewed as imperfect. Because Lori is extremely vain. She's very appearance driven. And here this daughter is a little overweight. She claims and complains that everyone else prefers JJ. But I think what she's really complaining about is that Lori isn't getting accolades or attention for her daughter. And second, JJ is a vehicle for her to say, hey, I'm this great mother. I've adopted JJ with my current husband. Everybody loves me. This kid is so difficult, and look what I deal with. So Lori's got goddess martyr syndrome already. She's obsessed with how others view her. She's constantly engaged in this image management. And this just became a completely murderous combination. Okay, back to Chad. Chad the gravedigger. Chad, the father of, I want to say 4, I apologize if I get this wrong, husband of more than 20 years to Tammy Daybell. He meets Lori, and I think a guy like him's got to be thinking, wow, she's hot, she's incredible, and she wants me, right? This romance is wild to me because on a guttural level, he's disgusting to me. I see that Lori has glamour. I see that she would be attractive to some folks. I don't know what she sees in Chad. Her oldest son, Colby, called him Peter Griffin. And after I heard that on the recording, I can't unsee Peter Griffin. And when he speaks, he's got this very unnerving, deep, slow monotone. Something is really wrong with Chad. So both of them, I think, live in their respective imaginations, but Lori's erratic. She's more likely to act on these things. So you combine Chad's dark thinking and Lori's selfish, erratic actions, and you get this match made in hell. If you like this content and you want to hear a little bit more, I'm doing a push for 300 subscribers. My channel's still a little bit new. I will like and comment on every single one of your real comments. I also want to throw in thank you to one of my viewers who corrected that Larry and Kay Woodcock are not Tylee's grandparents. They're only JJ's grandparents. So click on the playlist and explore. Thanks so much for watching, and stay salty.